Good day everyone, I am Kristen May Dayon and my report is the continuation of what Miss Angie presented. It is an ethnic group of Mindanao. Sama Badjao are the dominant ethnic group of the island of Tawi-Tawi in the Philippines. They are also found in other islands of Sulu Archipelago, coastal areas of Mindanao, northern and eastern Borneo, Sulawesi and throughout eastern Indonesian island. They speak Shamal or Sinama. The term Sama is derived from the word Sama-sama, which means a sense of togetherness. And also Sama Badjao depends for their livelihood, although some are engaged in business, wood carving, boat making, and mat weaving. And Badjao people are very simple, humble, they are cohesive and peace-loving people, and they can solve conflicts instead through negotiations and agreements. Banuaon. The Banuaon tribe can be found in Agusan del Sur. It is also the second largest group in the area. Their name literally means mountain people, and they subsequently inhabit the forest of Agusan del Sur. They are traditionally nomadic, but they were forced to settle because of the onslaught of civilization. The Banuon are considered a subgroup of Manobo. They usually live in kilns. Sometimes their houses contain extended families. They are described as a close-knit group, incredibly valuing their sense of community. Banuon tribes also exhibit a strong oral tradition. The Banuon have stories depicting war and heroes passed on orally. This includes Todom, which is a series of sacred verses which can be done to ask for blessings, peace, and institution of new shifting, thanksgiving, and a prayer for the departed. Mangyan is the collective name of 8 ethno-linguistic groups which are Iraya, Alangan, Tadyawan, Taubuid, Bangon, Buhid, Hanunoo, and Ratagnon, who inhabit the highland region of Mindoro. The word Mangyan generally means man, women, or person without any reference to any nationality. In etymology of the term Mangyan is unclear. It may have been formed by the prefix mang, which means one from a certain place, and the root word yan, which means that place. Therefore, Mangyan may mean the people from that place. And it also, the Mangyan is mainly subsistence agriculturalists, planting a variety of sweet potato, upland rice, and taro. Surigao people are an ethno-linguistic group who inhabited on the eastern coastal plain of Mindanao, particularly the provinces of Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur, and Dinagat Island. They are part of the Bisaya people, who constitute the largest Filipino ethno-linguistic group in the country. And Surigaonon is basically of rich Malay stock with a sprinkling Chinese, Japanese, and Arab blood. Glints of European and American culture could also be identified in the Surigaonon culture. The Surigaonon people is peace-loving and gentle. The favorable climate makes them non-temperamental, and they have the humor of the Visayan, the fragility of the Ilocano, and the other traits that still surface. Tiduray. The Tiduray is one of the major indigenous peoples of southern Philippines. This indigenous group is composed of 2 distinct ethnic groups, which are the Tiduray and the Lambangyan. The word Tiduray comes from the word Chu, meaning man, and Duray referring to a small bamboo with a hook and a line fishing instrument. The Tidurays are known for their distinct and unique culture, beliefs, costumes, and traditions. And the Tidurays are scattered in different provinces in Mindanao, like Agusan, Bukidnon, Davao, Lanao, and in the cities of Davao, Zamboanga, and Manila. Cotabato provinces is the main place of origin of Tiduray and Lambangyan peoples, with the estimated populations of 350,925. And also the Tiduray people are honest, soft-spoken, shy, sensitive, and soft-hearted people, and they are also hospitable and peace-loving. Bangingi people, also known as Sama Bangini or Samal Bangini, is a distinct ethno-linguistic group native to the Balangingi Islands, but also dispersed throughout the Greater Sulu Archipelago and southern and western coastal regions of the Zamboanga Peninsula in Mindanao, Philippines. They are one of the ethnic groups usually collectively known as the Sama Badjao peoples. And the Balangingi or Bangingi peoples is a maritime people, and fishing is their main source of livelihood. Women weave mats and sell pottery, while men, they do fishing, build boats, and do ironworks. They are famous for their traditional dances, percussion, and xylophone music, dyed mats, and wood carvings. Bisayan, also spelled Bisayan, any of 3 ethno-linguistic groups of the Philippines, which are Cebuano, Hiligaynon, and Waray-Waray. Visayans are the indigenous people of the Visayan Island, and the Visayans are the Filipino ethnic groups whose members share great extent of cultural, historical, and linguistic affinity stretching across island within the Visayan Sea. It is also known to its best as good in handicrafts, and most of the Bisaya people known as a jolly person and have its pleasing personality. And also the Visayan people speak many languages, which the largest in terms of number of speakers today is Cebuano. Thus, it is not uncommon for people from Mindanao to call themselves Visayan, especially if they are native speakers of the Bisaya language. Subanon people are known as the Aborigines of the island of Mindanao and are found mostly in the northern, western, and southern portions of the Zamboanga Peninsula. The Subanon people speak Subanon languages. The name is derived from the word Suba or Suba, a word common in Sulu, Visayas, and Mindanao, which means river, and the suffix non or non, which indicates a locality or place of origin. Accordingly, the name Subanon, which means a person or people of the river. Maguindanao, also spelled Maguindanao or Maguindanao, also called Maguindanaon, the Maguindanao ethno-linguistic group living primarily in south-central Mindanao, the largest island in the southern Philippines, with a name meaning people of the floodplain. The Maguindanao are most heavily concentrated along the shores and in the floodlands of the Pulangi-Mindanao River Basin, although many now live in the surrounding areas. The Maguindanao people known for having a rich and colorful tradition and history. It is also known throughout history as a courageous and resourceful people who defended the entire island of Mindanao against the invading Spaniards and other foreign entities.